My topic for today is conflict management and negotiation. What is conflict management? Conflict management is the practice of being able to identify and handle conflicts sensibly, fairly, and efficiently. For example, if you are the HR manager of Taj Hotels and there occurred a conflict between two of your employees, one is from the F&B department, the other one is from the security department. So, as an HR manager, you are responsible for handling the situation. You have to efficiently, fairly, and sensibly evaluate the situation and make major decisions and avoid the conflict between both the parties. So, this is about the 5 major styles of conflict resolution management. So, first one is accommodating. As in the diagram, it is said that you put aside your concerns to satisfy the concern of another person. An accommodating conflict management style is used when you set aside your own wants or needs and focus on those of others. You leave your own concerns behind and accommodate for those of someone else. When to use it? When you are wrong, when you don't care about the issue as much as the other person, when you want the workplace to be peaceful, and when there is no point in arguing. The next is avoiding. You do not satisfy your concerns or the concern of other person. An avoiding conflict management style ignores the situation altogether. Either one or both of the people involved in the conflict steer clear of it. When to use it? When the conflict is meaningless, when you don't have the time to manage the conflict, and when you aren't sure how you feel about the situation yet. Next is about compromising. You find middle ground or forgo some of your concerns in order to have others met. A compromising conflict management style tries to find a way to partially satisfy people or both sides of the argument. Adjustments are made on both ends to resolve the conflicts at hand. When to use it? When reaching a solution is more important than the solution itself, when you need a temporary solution, when you are at a standstill. The next is collaborating. Your actions fully satisfy both sides of the issue. This is also known as a win-win situation. A collaborating style includes finding a solution that will completely appraise all the parties involved. When to use it? When the relationship is important, when the final solution will have a significant impact, when the interest, needs, and beliefs of all involved people need to be considered. Next is competing. You assert your position and plan to win regardless of others' point of view. When to use it? When you have to stand up for yourself, your rights, or your morals. When a least forceful conflict management style is ineffective, and when nothing else is working and you have reached your last resort. Next is about negotiation. What is negotiation? Negotiation is a dialogue between two or more people or parties intended to reach an understanding, resolve points of difference, gain advantage for an individual or collective, to craft outcomes to satisfy various interests. For example, the deal or the sales between a car owner and a person means a salesperson and the person who is going to buy that car. Next is about the types of negotiation. The first one is integrative. Integrative negotiations are based on cooperations. Both parties believe that they can walk away with something they want without giving up something important. Their dominant approach is integrative negotiation as problem solving. Next is about the comparison of negotiation and conflict management. The negotiation strategies or the negotiation bargaining, in which the first one is the distributive. So as I have already said, distributive strategy or the bargaining is a competitive bargaining strategy in which one party gains only if the other party loses something. So likewise, in conflict management strategies, the strategies compromising, competing, accommodating, and avoiding is similar to the distributive bargaining strategy. And in the integrative negotiation strategy or bargaining, and it means that the focus is on mutual interest of all the parties and thus comes up with a constructive solution that will be beneficial for all. So likewise, in the conflict management strategies, the collaborating is also similar to that. So next is about collaborating style of conflict management. Sometimes called a win or win strategy, the collaborating style strives to make sure that both sides are satisfied. It requires an open discussion of all the issues and concerns, exploration of alternative solutions, and the honesty and commitment from all the parties. So the next is about the framework for collaborative problem solving. The first one is establish superordinate goals. In order to foster a climate of collaboration, both parties to a dispute need to focus on what they share in common. Next is separate the people from the problem. Having clarified the mutual benefits to be gained by successfully resolving a conflict, it is useful to focus attention on the real issue at hand, that is, solving a problem. So, the main thing should be, or the main factor which we should consider is problem oriented. Next is focus on interest, not the positions. So, the interest of both the parties should be considered. So, in a collaborative form, both the parties should invent options for the mutual gains. So, next is the use objective criteria for evaluating the alternatives. And the next is define success in terms of real gains, not on imaginary losses. Next is the four phases of collaborating problem solving. The first one is problem identification. So, in a collaborative form, both the parties should identify what the problem is. Next is the solution generation. Third one is the action plan formulation and the agreement. And the fourth one is the implementation and the follow up. Thank you for watching.